Guys, I am headed to somewhere. Good morning. You know what time it is. It's the 17th of March. Gassing up to go to North Georgia. It's your boy Doug 60 gang. Y'all know what it is. Good morning to those who woke up today on March 17th. Happy birthday to those born today. And my condolences go out to those who did not wake up with us today, March 17th, 2025. This is your boy Doug, filling up my tank. I got a full day. Customers are just ringing my phone. 762-444-2168. Monroe Appliance Repair. We service the Atlanta area. Be right back. I wish they would put paper in the motherfucking machine. I don't feel like walking. I came to the gas station with my car to pump the gas, right? Which means I don't want to go in, for one, to pay for the gas. But I want my receipt. They don't never put the paper in the machine to distribute your receipt. They want you to go in. Well, damn, if I have to go in, I might as well went in and paid too. All these gas pumps ask you for a receipt and then it don't print it out. Tell you to go inside and get it. What the hell? I didn't want to go into the place in the first place. So why would I want to walk in there and get the receipt? So we're headed to Kennesaw, Georgia first. And I just made 10 cents with Duke Energy profit. So I'm headed to Shallow Ridge Road, Northeast Kennesaw. $30144. Oh, look at this. Go back to that, go back to that, and just hit that. Go back to that. Let's try it again. It's not taking. I wonder if that's accurate. Let's try it this way. It's not coming up. That's why I can't find it. Something's wrong with the address. What's her name? Patricia.
Hello?
Hello, is this Miss Bryant? Patricia?
Yes.
This is
Yes.
Doug. This is Doug with Pulse. I'm calling about a service call on your refrigerator.
Oh, yes. Hi.
I'm confirming for today. It's in Kennesaw, correct?
Right.
The address I've got, let me read it to you, is Shallow, Shallow Ridge Road. Is that correct?
Shallow Ridge Road, Northeast.
It's not coming up in the GPS system. I'm putting. What's your mailbox number?
4926.
4926. And then I'm gonna put shallow, SHALLOW.
Yeah, like shallow water.
And then I'm putting ridge, RIDGE. There it is. Okay. Is it okay I head your way? It's gonna take me about an hour.
Well, that's okay. I'm just now getting up.
Okay. Is it so? I'm coming from Loganville, which is actually an hour and 16 minutes away.
Well, take your time. I'm okay.
Okay.
And I'll be here.
All right. We'll see you then. I'll hit you on your phone when I get to your driveway.
Okay. I was going to say something else, but I forgot what it was. Sorry.
No problem. It says the water on your ice maker is leaking and you turned it off and now you're not getting any.
Yeah, well, right on my ice maker, there's, water, ice and crushed ice.
Yeah.
And it says on the water thing, if you hold it 3 seconds, it'll turn off. And it does. Leaks. My refrigerator looks terrible. After we get it fixed, I'm going to have to clean it.
Okay. Well, we'll go through it when I get there and I'll explain everything to you what I find, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Doug.
You're welcome. See you shortly. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Get down into the bed.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. We all were clean except for the
St. Patrick's Day, and this is kills at least 36 people. And it's now bringing damage and devastation east. We're live on the ground in Alabama.
Plus, President Trump thanking El Salvador for taking in hundreds of alleged gang members that were deported out of our country. We have all the video that you need to see to believe.
And a political nightmare for Democrats keeps getting worse. New polling has the party's favorability at an all-time low. And apparently people think AOC represents the values of the party more than anything else. Really? The party of Queens, New York. Fox and Friends joint trial. So they all became cops.
Is that
including
true?
Mike the cop on Abbott and Costello.
Thanks, Brian, for that history lesson.
Remember that? Yeah, I know.
Because what was that? Was that a movie or was that a TV show?
Oh, it was a series.
Series?
It was the
I hear
pinnacle
people
of
talk about
comedy.
it. What was it about?
Abbott and
Oh, wait,
Costello.
are they the ones that did Who's On First and Who's
Yeah.
Oh, they were hilarious.
No, it became a thing with Blue Bloods as well because it was an Irish family.
Absolutely.
It became
And most Irish did become cops.
Yeah.
I remember it was something you could do right away if you got through Ellis Island, which you can get a job. You're working on the railroad, or you're going to become a cop. So there's a lot of feeling of tradition and Irish pride in New York today. I did forget my green tie, which is bad because I was even at a party yesterday for my Aunt Kathy. My Italian side of my family celebrated St. Patrick's Day. My Irish side is like no big deal.
Some unity.
So the Italian side got into it.
Really?
Because they used my background to sanctify their parties. My Aunt Kathy had a party
We
yesterday.
love Aunt Kathy.
we
talk
do.
about her a lot.
Right.
We've got to bring her in.
Yeah, I know. She called into the show one time.
Lexi just walked in. Did we find a tie for
Oh,
Brian?
great.
Oh,
Is this from Lawrence's office?
All right, here we go.
This is Lawrence's? That was nice of you.
We got them covered.
All right,
All right.
thank you. I'm going to tie it in the
That
break.
looks great.
Okay.
So let's
That's
start
from-
talking.
All right, let's get to some news. It's 4 minutes after the top of the hour. The White House is defending its decision to send hundreds of alleged gang members to a super prison down in El Salvador.
And President Trump is thanking the country for taking all of those illegal migrants in.
Good job, El Salvador. One of the great stories in Central and South America. Maddie Rivera is live in Washington. Maddie.
Hi, guys. Good morning. The president of El Salvador says more than 200 Tren members arrived in the country over the weekend. He also says they received almost 24 MS-13 gang members from the U.S. A senior Trump administration official tells our Bill Malugin 261 illegal aliens were deported to El Salvador in total. 101 were Venezuelans removed via Title VIII, and 137 were deported through the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. And that's what's been causing a lot of controversy. This wartime authority gives the president the power to deport non-citizens without a judicial hearing during a period of war or invasion. The act has only been used 3 other times in American history. This is the first time it's been invoked since World War II. But the president is justifying its use.
Well, this is a time of war because Biden allowed millions of people, many of them criminals, many of them at the highest level. They emptied jails out. Other nations emptied their jails into the United States. It's an invasion.
On Saturday, a federal judge ordered the Trump administration to stop removals under the act to see if its invocation is legal. And he ordered deportation flights to turn around. But the White House says the planes were already outside of U.S. airspace, so they argue the judge's ruling no longer applied. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the administration did not refuse to comply with a court order. Leavitt goes on to say federal courts generally have no jurisdiction over the president's conduct of foreign affairs, adding a single judge in a single city cannot direct the movements of an aircraft carrier full of alien terrorists who are physically expelled from U.S. soil. The temporary restraining order is in effect for 14 days. A hearing is scheduled on March 21st. Lawrence Ainsley and Brian.
All right,
Maddie, it's incredible. Thank you so much. When you look at their rap sheets, it's hard to believe that some judge was saying, keep them here in America. Because they're alleged gang members and their rap sheets are long. These are career criminals that were in America, in this great country of El Salvador. The president there, working hand in hand with Donald Trump, decided they can come here. And you see in the video, their heads were being forced down. They're being transported one by one. They're getting their heads shaved. They're walking with their hands behind their necks. And this is all at a detention center, the El Salvador Terrorism Confinement Center. And the president down there says they will stay for at least a year. Yet
again, I find myself amazed with the Democratic Party and even some of the members of the media. They're talking about process again, and they're not talking about the evildoers that were in our country because Joe Biden decided to just unleash the border, remove all the security barriers that were there because he didn't like the president that came before him. And you had 10 million people come into the country. We didn't vet these people, and some of these people right here were the ones that came into the country. Rapists, murderers, people that committed assault as well. And so you have this unifying message. 80% of the country, over 70% believe that we should have mass deportation of these people. Yet they defend the actions of these criminals.
So the way I understand it, a couple of days ago, I think it was Friday, where the president enacted the 1798 era Alien Enemies Act. And he said because of that, he was setting the table to get rid of TDA, MS-13, and all these criminal gangs that have come into our country. Next thing you know, we have lined up, 21 of the most wanted El Salvador MS-13 guys, 250 alien enemy members of TDA. They were all decided because I think Marco Rubio worked this out with the El Salvadorian president to open up their prisons. They clean up their country by putting them all in jail. And they said the ones who came into America, we'll take them back. We pay them, but it's going to save us money to put El Salvador, keep them in a complete lockup for at least a year because we do not have the confidence that Venezuelan will be able to hold them. So a judge says, wait a second, I don't think you should be able to do the 1798 Act. Turn the plane around.
No way.
Turn the plane around.
No way.
No, we're already out. And in turn, Congressman Brandon Gill of Texas has announced plans to impeach the judge for trying to assert himself in this process. And it's James Boasberg. He wanted a 14-day hold to examine this. Forget it. And okay, Democrats, go ahead. You go stick up for these guys.
You run on this.
You said that
Tell
Barack
that to the
Obama,
Nunnery family.
This judge is a Barack Obama
Yes.
appointee. And Donald Trump said, too late. You decided this. They're already out of U.S. airspace. They're flying down to El Salvador now. The migrants are already out of U.S. airspace when that judge ordered the planes to return. And he said the order came too late.
81 illegal aliens also arrested in Kentucky on ICE raids. So we've kicked out about 37,000 illegal aliens with criminal backgrounds and did some type of criminality once they were here. This is exactly what Trump's trying to do.
I just asked the question, Bri, again. Is this, you see these images of these violent criminals that were in our country. Do you guys want to be the party of these folks right here? Do you want to be the party of defending these folks? Something has to also be done. Brandon Gill, he's the youngest Republican in the House, represents my home state of Texas. He's offering these articles of impeachment. I don't think it's unwarranted. You got these federal judges that are acting like activists, trying to make sweeping measures for something that the president has the authority to do.
Right. So think about this. If you're Laken Riley's family and you find out the Democrats and this judge is saying, turn the plane around, bring it back to America, you know how many crimes that they would have perpetrated had President Trump not won the election and led the charge, but Tom Homan, the executor of these plans to get rid of these people right away. So I just think overall it's a great message. This is what they keep telling me, like Henry Cuellar was the first to say it. It is so valuable to show the world the video of people being turned around. Don't just tell me numbers, show people being turned around, because it bridges languages. They go, it's not worth it to sell my mud hut and come here with all the money I have to get into America. I'm staying.
That's why people want to hear the message from Tom Homan. He's coming on our show at 7:20 because he's tough as nails. He doesn't care what this judge thinks. He knows that it's about law and order and keeping America safe, and we need to go back to common sense. And maybe that's why the president's approval rating has tied for the highest approval that he has ever had. According to NBC, he's at 47%.
Then when you look at right track, wrong track, 44% said that we're heading down the right direction. 54%.
That's the highest in 20 years.
That's the part that people miss with this, because like I said, you look at it at the poll at its face value, you say 44%. That's really not that high, but in 20 years, that's the highest it's been.
Yeah, and by the way, in November, they asked the same question. Only 27% of the country thought we were on the right track.
Wow.
That's stunning. So in a few months, in November. So not everybody voted for Trump, but he got the popular vote won every battleground state. So they're kind of getting exactly what they wanted. Now, this is 7 points higher than he got at this point in 2017 after he won. So that's pretty good. Now, here's the stunning news for the Democrats.
Yeah, it's not looking so good, Ainsley, right?
They have a problem. The party has a problem, because when you ask these voters, according to NBC, do you have a favorability? What is your favorability of how positive do you think the Democratic Party is? And it's a record low share of voters view the Democratic Party as positive. 27%. That's it. Say it's positive or somewhat positive. 55% say negative. Somewhat negative.
Then when you go to CNN, and I mean, this is a new low. Back in January, it was at 49% when it comes to the view of the. That's right, of the Democratic Party. Now in March 2025, it's at 29%. This is another record low polling for the Democratic Party.
So just take this in. You notice it's not just Republicans who are dissatisfied with Democrats. That's not a big deal. But that's Democrats dissatisfied with Democrats. Also, when it comes to who is the person who best exemplifies the values of the Democratic Party, I was stunned by this.
Well, the numbers are still low, but AOC is getting the most out of this whole group at 10%. Then Kamala gets 9%, Bernie Sanders 8%, Hakeem Jeffries 6%, Obama 4%, Jasmine Crockett 4%, and 30% no name.
Yeah, so when you look at this, if we can keep it up a little bit, you're doubling down on crazy. 10%, okay, radical left. Then Kamala, she's already lost. Voters rejected her. She lost every single swing state. Bernie, well, we tried this over and over with him. I just don't get it. I think they're struggling with a leadership issue. They're also so dug in when it comes to their ideology. I've never seen a party that loses on democracy, loses on opening up the border and their economic message, Green New Scam and all that. And then after they lose and say, okay, we're going to run on all those things again. I don't get it, but it's their party.
Well, put it this way. I just know in this, you would have a better sense too. The southern part of our country doesn't like what AOC represents. She's just a younger Bernie Sanders. She loves Bernie Sanders, and Bernie Sanders loves her, and that's fine. But America doesn't want a socialist, I don't think. But over the weekend, I did hear a long interview with Governor Shapiro, and then you see what Newsom's doing, whether you buy it or not, with his podcast. I think there's some people like Rahm Emanuel, they understand that it is going to be center left is the future of their party. They're just not showing up in these Democratic polls.
I just also think that the party doesn't want those people, though. I mean, look at Gavin Newsom. We know that he's a politician. We know that he's only inviting Republicans on for this new podcast because he wants to run for president. But he starts talking about common sense issues. He does apologize for what happened during COVID. He says that he didn't make the right decision when it came to the the men and women's sports. And his party eviscerates him when he talks about that type of stuff. So I don't think there's an appetite for the middle.
Well, I think
in the
our
party.
country is literally divided because you're right. In the South, they can understand how a Shapiro could be elected. He's a moderate Democrat. But when you look at AOC and Bernie Sanders and they start talking about socialism and protecting criminals over the Lake and Rileys of the world, that's what we can't get our head around. We can't even understand how anyone would think that America would want to go that extreme.
It's also the party that didn't want a Jewish person on the ticket.
That's true.
Governor Shapiro would have helped try to deliver Pennsylvania. And I'll just say one thing about Governor Newsom. His podcast was number 3. It's a great idea. But just know he's still governor,
100%.
and he hasn't changed any policy. If he was working to fix policy, I would believe something that he said there. To me, he's a Democrat desperate for a message that will just allow him to win.
He wants to.
It's true.
Exactly. All right, now to a Fox weather alert. Devastating scenes from around the Midwest and the Southeast after a powerful storm blasted the region with hurricane-force winds, violent tornadoes, and torrential rain. At least 36 people are dead across 7 states.
Yeah, the President Trump has the National Guard been scrambled now and deployed to Arkansas, and says his administration is ready to assist state and local officials as they try to recover from the damage. The strong winds fueled deadly wildfires in Oklahoma and in Texas. 170,000 acres torched in Oklahoma alone and destroying hundreds of homes and businesses.
And look at this wild scene from Alabama. A tornado is so powerful, it picked up a school bus and dropped it onto the roof of a school. We have live team coverage this morning. Fox News, I know it's crazy. Fox News senior meteorologist Janice Dean with our Fox weather forecast. But first we begin with our Fox weather correspondent, Katie Burns. She's live in Alabama. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, we have been tracking this. This was a 3-day-long tornado outbreak that hit the Midwest and the South. In some cases, people had to take shelter multiple times because of the amount of tornado warnings that were popping off. And we've been making our way around this town of Gordo, taking in some of the damage here. You can see massive trees snapped in half. The town has done a lot of work already to clear some roads that were clearly impassable, because this is one side of a road, and these trees were so big that they crashed down, blocking the entire road for about, what I can tell just driving here, at least a half-a-mile stretch. People who live in this area need things like hammers, garbage bags, and work gloves to start dealing with the recovery, which is likely to take some time, but they're still waiting on those insurance adjusters to give them the go-ahead to start that cleanup process. So things are at a standstill right now while people assess the damage, which is extensive as you take it all in, and we are going to be tracking this. The National Weather Service teams are going to be in Gordo today to give this tornado, likely tornado, its rating, whether that be at EF1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have to wait and see, but we've seen confirmed tornadoes with ratings ranging from EF1 to EF4 already across the Midwest and the South, which means that some people had to deal with winds faster than 160 miles per hour, violent winds, a very scary weekend for so many people.
Gosh, I heard one man say he worked his whole life to provide the house behind him and it was destroyed. So in a few minutes, everything can change. Katie, thank you so much. All right, now let's check in with our senior meteorologist, Janice Dean, who's tracking what we can expect from the remnants of the storm. Hey, Janice.
Thankfully, the storm is almost off the East Coast. We do have the potential for some winds as well as heavy rain here in the Northeast, but back to you.
Yep. Thank you so much, Janice.
Sure did.
All right. It affected a lot of air travel yesterday, too. Hey, Carly. Carly has some headlines for us.
That's right. Good morning to you guys. Listen to this. President Trump says he will talk to Russian President Vladimir Putin as soon as tomorrow, as his team tries to narrow the gaps between Russia and Ukraine. Police say he set a man on fire near Times Square in New York City. The attack happened at around 4 o'clock Sunday morning, leaving the 45-year-old male victim terribly burned. Nearby police officers were able to put out the flames. He was taken to a nearby hospital and thankfully is in stable condition. My goodness. And NASA announcing the 2 stranded astronauts are set to begin their return to Earth tomorrow to avoid bad weather later in the week, so they're coming home early. SpaceX Crew 10 arrived at the International Space Station just after midnight on Sunday, when Starliner astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams have been stranded for the last 9 months. If all goes as scheduled, Wilmore and Williams are expected to splash down on Florida's coast at around 5:57 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. So at the tail end of the 5 into special report, they're coming home, guys.
Right.
It was so fascinating to watch that.
Oh, yeah.
All take place.
I know. I'm glad they moved it up.
And see the first stage land on its own. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Oh, yes, I did.
How
they
Saved
didn't
millions
use
of
the-
dollars.
Yeah.
Right, and it just like one day he just said, "Why are we wasting this capsule? Can we
try to
save
save
it?" And they go, "No." They go, "No, let's try," and they do it. Meanwhile, straight ahead, the story we started the show with: El Salvador taking in hundreds of alleged criminal migrants, despite a judge trying to block the Trump administration from deporting them. The legal battle over immigration ahead.
And we're getting into St. Patrick's Day.
He stole my patrol car, Central.
Buckle up for heart-stopping, newly released body cam of a suspect taking off with a deputy's car in the Florida Keys.
He tried to take my gun from my holster.
And just wait until you see how this chase came to an end.
Well, I have to put my hands on that for.
So right now we are detained. Reckless driving. 3 persons in the front of the vehicle while they're driving. 3 persons in the front of the vehicle while they're driving. Reckless in the state of Georgia. Alright. You have your driver's license on you?
Just listen.
Twist your waistband real quick. Make sure you have no weapons on you. Alright. Why are you driving with somebody in the front of the vehicle?
What 3 people was in the front of my car?
Oh yeah, man. I saw you when they pull up to the gas station, you know, sir. Where are we gonna be done? Sit, man. Sit.
I'ma sit.
But don't tell me anything. Why are we driving with 3 people in the front of the vehicle?
It's just me and my passenger.
You want your passenger?
My passenger.
You're telling me you have a female passenger in the front of the vehicle? That's what you're telling me?
It's a male in the passenger seat of the car.
Okay. And I know what I saw. Those 2 legs that I saw up in the air through the sunroof, that person was sitting in the front of the vehicle.
You saw legs outside of the car while I was driving?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We both know what's going on. You pulled up at the Hormel gas station, saw me, and turned out to the gas station. Turn around. Let me get the driver's license. You have anything on you that I need to know about?
I do.
Huh?
I do not.
You say yeah?
I do not.
Do not? Okay. Turn around. Put your foot inside. What? Something you want to say? You, young lady, you are the one who had your foot through the sunroof. You step out the vehicle.
Me?
Yeah, man, you.
Me?
Of course, you. You are the one who had your foot out through the sunroof of the vehicle. So step out of the vehicle. Yeah, man, straight up.
What shoe? That's not like what shoe?
4, I'm good, thank you. Show 1 black male detained. You step out the vehicle.
That's a latch right there.
Step out the vehicle.
They got the vehicle.
You want me to pull out the vehicle? You want to pull out the vehicle? That's not negative, I'm good.
Leave it.
No, I'm going to keep it, mommy. Why? I didn't do nothing wrong.
No, you are fine. You are fine. You are fine.
So it's okay in the state of Georgia to have your foot hanging through the sunroof of a vehicle while it is in motion?
What do you want
Is that okay?
Hold on, sir. I'm
Excuse me?
her blood brother. Can you please tell me why you asking her to
Get away from here, dude.
Hold on, that's not the point. Don't talk to
Hey,
me.
hey, listen to me.
Joel,
You do what you need to
get
do.
back.
I'm the police here.
Don't you grab my arm. Bro, don't grab my arm like that, OG. Don't grab my arm like that. Yeah, call back up. Do what you need to do. Don't call me. Don't do it. I tried to tell him. Get the off me. Get the off me. Get the fuck off me. Get the fuck off me. Get the off me. Get the fuck off me. Bro, I didn't even do shit.
You might not have that one is
shit. Get off me. I didn't even do shit. Get off me. Get off me. I didn't even do shit. I ain't do shit. Get off me. I ain't do shit. Get off me. I ain't do shit. Get off me.
Get back.
I have an attorney.
Yeah, man, just relax.
My attorney's finna sue you. OG, my attorney's finna sue you. My attorney's finna sue you so bad, bro. I got an attorney on retainer. That's fine.
You okay?
Get the fuck off my arms. Get off of my arms, bro.
I got one resisting.
Get off of my arms.
I've already trained at this point. Just need another uniform to put on cuffs.
I'm not doing nothing. Tonight. I will show you why you shouldn't have signed up for this job tonight. I will show you why you shouldn't have signed up for this job tonight.
It's time to do in the video. Resisting.
Get the f off me. Get the f off me. I ain't do shit wrong. Get the f off me. Give me a reason.
Hey, you back away. Step away from the police car.
Sorry. Get the f off me. Get the f he's wrong as
Hey.
You know you wrong as You know you wrong. Record me. No. You know you wrong as Back up.
Step away, all right?
No. He's good. You know you wrong as Back the f up. You know, no, babe, back up for me. Babe, I know the law. I went to college. I took business law. This nigga is fuck. You ain't got me for nothing. You ain't got me. Get the f off me, bitch. You ain't got me for nothing. Break my nails if you want to. I'll break your motherfucking face right now. I'm begging you. Yeah, do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Cause you know you wrong. You know you lost your job today.
Step over there. You step over there.
You know you lost your job today. You know you lost your job today.
Hey, you know
You lost your job today. You did. Cause you wrong as fuck. I didn't do nothing wrong. Babe, stop calling my name. Stop calling. Don't touch my name. Don't touch my motherfucker. Don't touch my motherfucker. You can't do it. 1, 2, 3. You said she gotta be still. You gotta be still. I know. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking to me. That's it. And you know you want to.
Hey, stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
I'm good.
126.
I'm not. I've never been resisting this whole time. I've never
Stop
been
resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
He's pulling my hand. He's pulling my hand.
Stop resisting.
He's pulling my hand. He's pulling my hand.
Turn around.
I'm good. He's pulling my hand. He's pulling my hand.
Put her in the vehicle for me. I got one in my car already.
I have my attorney on retainer. It's okay. I have my attorney on retainer. A little grave. I haven't done it. I have my attorney on retainer. I have my attorney on retainer. I was not a danger. I was never hurting him.
Before we can slow down the units, I got a female detained, male detained. What are you doing in the driver's seat of the vehicle? What are you doing in the driver's seat of the vehicle?
You know why? Because
Get out of the driver's seat.
try to talk to her.
Get out of the driver's seat.
Okay.
Get out of the driver's seat.
Where do you want me to go?
Go back where you were before. Get out of the driver's seat of the vehicle.
You're gonna kill me right
Are you the driver? Are you the driver?
You know that I'm
Get
not.
out of the driver's seat.
Okay. Okay, you know that I'm not. I can't because that's my
So where are you going to the driver's
blood
seat?
sister.
Get
Because
over
I
there.
came
You go
out.
over there. You go over there. Basically, I'm charged with obstruction, reckless conduct. Yeah, maybe not reckless conduct, but obstruction. Alright. So basically, sitting at our mill, see this car pull up, see a female 2 foot hanging through the roof of the vehicle. So they saw me at our mill. The sunroof? Saw me at our mill, they turned out to our mill. While they were turning out, they realized there are 3 people in the front of the vehicle. The what? 3 people in the front of the vehicle. In the front? Okay. So I pull over, crank down, pull over driver, have him detained, told her to step out of the vehicle, talking to her. Which one? This one or this one? No, man, this one. Ask her if that's the conduct of somebody hanging foot through the roof. If that's okay, she started resisting. This is basically what we got. What's the dude in the back seat? Yeah, man, I was charging reckless. And he was the driver of the vehicle. Okay, so who is she? She was a passenger. Oh, she's just a passenger? What's this guy? Is he the driver? Yeah, he's just somebody else. So he was just a passenger too? This is the driver. This is the passenger. So I'm going to give him reckless. Because he was the one driving and tried to foot through the roof. 3 people in front of the vehicle. She am charged with obstruction. Okay. Do what you're going to do. Alright, so what's up? You said you want to talk to somebody.
I just want to, because I already know the situation that has transpired.
You break my window, it's another charge, felony charge. You got to tell listen,
Play with me.
if you break my window, felony. Hey, if she breaks my window, she's going to go to Fulton County with a felony.
The female officer. Can you ask her to come here really quick, please?
What's going on, man?
Please.
What you need? What's your need? What's your need?
Look. I get it. One is my sister's acting wild as. Can I please just?
No, stay right there.
Aaron, don't say anything.
I promise. I'm not moving. I promise. I'm not moving.
I feel like I have an opinion from her where she's my younger sister and real enemy. I can tell her to stop. Can I please just stop?
No, we not. You don't need to talk to her. She's fine. We got everything with you.
Officer,
Yeah.
what are y'all going to do with her tonight?
Oh, she's going to jail.
She's going to jail.
She's going to jail. She's in handcuffs. She's going to jail for obstruction.
She's going to jail tonight.
You're not, and he's not. All right?
No.
If she breaks that window, she's going to get a felony.
She's already.
So, just telling you right now.
So if you keep calm and he keeps calm, this officer is not going to charge you guys with anything. This one right here is going to jail. This one's going to jail.
That's that already.
Yep.
I just want to know what the proceedings are so we can just get it all resolved. Is she going in tonight or can we put her in our car?
No, she's staying with us. She's staying with us.
You're not supposed to be on the phone, so whatever phone call you on. So you're saying if I come and check you, you don't have a phone on you? Huh? If I come and check you, do you have a phone on you?
I'm talking to somebody. What's going on?
I'm asking you, do you have a phone on you? Do you have a phone on you, sir? Your friend is going to get a charge.
A phone is going to... I'm not even...
Your friend is going to get a charge. I'm saying, do you have a phone on you?
I'm not talking on the phone.
Do you have a phone on you, sir?
I don't know.
You're a study. You cannot have a phone on you. Do you have a phone on you? I'm going to check you out, take you out and search you properly. Stuff up on my shoes. So I'm going to search this one real good. So this one, I hear him talking on the phone.
I'm not, I was talking to you.
Big man, I don't talk too much, man.
I don't understand your English.
Can we?
You, this is all that I got.
Yeah. We're going to go to jail for reckless, because you're being reckless. 3 people in front of the vehicle. Female with her foot sticking up through the roof of the vehicle. That's reckless. That's not safe driving. Do you mind having a seat on the Alright, so I'm gonna put you to seat.
Find the phone that you look.
No man, I put you to seat, man. Backside, yeah. I'm to the man. Just sit down the man and work with him, I say.
I don't know what you said.
Turn on, man.
Is it English?
Turn on.
So left, right, back.
Put your foot in that vehicle. Put your foot in the vehicle.
Whatever you trying to tell me.
Damn it, man. Well, I couldn't understand English.
Come on. I can't understand English, man. I'm up to you, man.
Why is he going to jail?
He was driving the car.
Can I drive us home? I'm cool.
Wait until he gets done.
You got slurred speech. You're not driving anything. Look at that. She's definitely not driving.
Yeah.
Hey, where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
No. Just sit
Stay
down.
here. Step back over there. Step back over there.
Please just
Step back over there. I want to pay you the money.
Just sit down and relax. Just relax so we can get this all straightened out. Just relax and sit down.
How much y'all had to drink?
I honestly cannot tell you. I can only speak for myself. I can't tell you how much all of them have to drink 100%. Even though how much all of them have to drink, none of them were behind the wheel. I don't feel like we were doing. Okay, I get that. You didn't ask about that, but I'm trying to honestly just answer any question that you could ask me up front, okay? So you working with me, I'm working with you. I talked to her. I'm not drunk. I'm very coherent. I was in the back seat. I was not behind the wheel. I got behind the wheel because I got out because literally. Okay, now we're talking about me. Like, so who do I talk to at this point?
So, his car. He's being arrested for reckless driving. One of the females was hanging outside the sunroof when they drove by him.
Gotcha.
So that's the reason why he stopped him. And I don't know what the hell is going on with this girl we got in the back of our car right now.
That's what's supposed to our window roll?
Yeah.
Is she kicking?
No, just these shoes.
I was gonna say we could take her shoes off. She go ahead and kick it down.
Anyone of you guys have a valid driver's license?
I think that we all actually have valid driver's license.
Okay. You have one?
I have a valid driver's license.
All right, you want to give it to me so I can?
Washington D.C. I can get it.
Yeah, you can give it to me. How much you had to drink that night?
Actually, I had one drink and one shot, and it was at Fender Feathers.
And what time was that?
I think I got my bill for like 9:54 because they close at 10.
And that was the last time you drank something?
That was the last time I drank something. Here you go.
Ma'am, take a seat. Take a seat. Take a seat. I'm not playing with you. Take a seat.
I mean,
Take a
thinking
seat.
about that.
I don't care. I don't care about none of that. Take a seat.
Oh, that's crazy. I could be able to have a good time and go out. I would do driving. I wouldn't do nothing.
Your purse is in the car.
I was independent on driving. I'm not trying to, legalize shit. I'm not trying to evade, but I'm going around here.
Ma'am, we just talked about this. Listen, if you keep standing up, we're going to have a problem. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Take a seat. Sit down. Sit down. Ma'am, sit down.
You feel like it, Brady?
I did what was supposed to be done. Like, I'm not driving it out, like, and I'm still being forced that, like, this is not cool at all.
So what happened? You called an Uber?
Yes, I got
And y'all got in the Uber?
Yes, and y'all pulled us over.
Okay. What happened? Why?
That's it.
That's it? You know the Uber drivers?
I don't know the Uber driver.
What's your name?
Raven.
Raven.
R-A-V-E-N.
What's that spell?
R. Raven, like the bird.
R-A-V-A-N. What's your last name?
What you think of my permission work, bro? Like,
That's cool. That's fine.
Are you gonna release it? Release the card to a sober person?
All right, so Mr. Smith, you want me to release the card to one of your compatriots over there, one of the males? Huh? Yes. Well, yeah, he said 160.
He said yes. Is his license? Oh, okay. All right. Hey, question for you, right? And you can be honest with me, don't matter to me, because your friend that's in the back seat is willing to release the car to someone that can actually physically drive the car away. Okay. All right? She cannot because she's intoxicated. I can already tell that. All right. So, all right. Are you intoxicated?
No. Just listen to what he's saying. Just okay. I get it. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Just listen to what he's saying.
Are you capable of driving?
I'm 100% capable of driving.
All right.
Give him a sobriety test.
Two ways we can do this, okay? One, I can check your eyes real fast, right? Which you'll check your eyes. Okay? Or you can give me a breath sample and everything. Even if you blow over the legal limit, it don't matter to me. You're not being arrested. You're not doing anything like that. We're just trying to make sure that you can actually legally drive the car away. That's all it is. Like I said,
I will call a tow truck.
trust me, dude. If the tow truck's gonna be called, it's gonna be us calling. It's gonna be impounded. Okay. And if you don't want to, it don't matter to me. Makes no difference to me.
It's either I blow into a breathalyzer, or I give you what was the other sample? What was the other one?
I was gonna say check your eyes.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Can I do the eye check?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, come on over here real quick.
The only reason I'm not taking the best life is because I don't know what to do.
I'm was just trying to find out if you're able to drive the car. If not, it don't matter to me. Like I said, I'm not the primary officer. That's the primary officer. We'll just go ahead and get a tow truck out here and just don't have to worry about it, okay? So.
No, don't tell him to come from out.
Oh, well.
You're not taking any of the truck?
No, because he's listening to him. I told him, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, that's what I just said. We'll just stand on it. So
in this situation, could he have somebody come pick up the car?
if he had someone sober that could actually get here before our tow truck, then yes.
I feel like I am sober, but I am a little bit scared to load the thing back. So if I do the eye test, I do feel like I'm 100% sober.
Mm-hmm.
I have had a drink, one drink and a shot, but I don't feel like I'm intoxicated. So
Okay, so I don't know if you understood what he told you. You weren't driving, so
I was
it's
not
not like
driving.
if you didn't pass the test that you're going to jail.
Okay.
This is just to see if we're
If
going
I
to
can
allow
drive.
you to leave with the car.
Yeah.
If you blow high, you're not going to get the car.
Okay.
If you don't blow high, then you'll be able to drive the car.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
It don't matter to me. You could blow 4 times the legal limit. Guess what? You're still going to be standing there waiting on your ride.
Okay.
Because it don't matter to me.
I feel like I can pass the eye test as long as I'm not facing these cars that has this.
That's fine.
If I can face it this way, I feel like I can pass the eye test.
I was going to have you do that, but you started talking to him.
I'm sorry.
So- No, that's fine.
Like I'm not.
That's fine. All right, come on over here real quick.
We're not doing this to hem you up.
We're doing this to actually help you guys out to get the car out. But other than that, I
We don't
mean,
want to have you pay for a tow truck if you are able to drive home sober.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so what I want you to do, what's up?
No. Okay, go ahead. You can talk.
Okay, so what I want you to do is follow my finger with your eyes and eyes only, okay? Don't move your head, okay? Just follow with your eyes, okay? Okay, don't move your head.
I can feel myself with my head. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're not gonna let you drive that car, man.
What's your name?
Beautiful.
Huh?
Beautiful.
What's your last name?
Beautiful. Why you pulling my brother? What you doing to my brother? I'm not about to answer no questions for you because y'all was wrong and what y'all did was wrong. I know it wasn't you. I know it wasn't you. My anger is not towards you. My anger is not towards you. My anger is not towards you. It was towards those offensive officers that reprimanded how they did. How they did me. I was in the back seat. Like damn near 5 minutes later, we're on the way home. They pulled us over. They yanked me out the back seat. I don't play them type games, bruh. I'm from up north. I'm not from down south. I'm not from down south.
Where you from?
I know how the law works up north. I'm from D.C., Washington, D.C.
I'm from
Please
Jersey.
understand, I know how the law works.
I'm from Jersey. Why are you yelling?
Yeah,
Why are you talking?
because I'm upset.
Talk to me.
Because a black officer unnecessarily reprimanded me. That's why I'm upset. So get me up.
Well, we're gonna grab her and put her over here. All right. All right. So we're gonna get this girl out. All right. You know, have you search her. All right. Ask her if she's got any ID and everything, because she might be a handful when we try and put her over here. You ready?
Huh?
You ready?
Let's get it. I don't want you to touch me. I will walk out by myself. Do not put your arms on me at all.
Stand out. Get out of here.
Because you are aggressive. Back up. I cannot
Oh, you can back up. You putting your arms on me. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. No, I'm not. I'm not, bro. I'm not. I'm okay. I am okay. Look at me. I'm okay. I'm okay.
You know. Just stop. Just. Okay, I'm listening. Okay. Just. Her name is Jasmine. We've been yelling it multiple times. You've heard it.
What's her last name?
Jazz, please just stop. Hold on. No. Please. Go right there. Go right there and please talk to her. Please talk to her. Go right there. Go right there. No.
If you can't quiet her, you can go. You just go into her breakfast. But if you can't quiet her, go and quiet her. Can you quiet her?
I don't trust you.
Bitch, we can't. You want to be in cuffs? You want to be in cuffs next? Then you sit down. I'm tired of talking about this. Go sit down. Go sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
I'm looking at you.
If I don't talk to you again about this, you will be in cuffs. You understand? If I have to talk to you about this again, you will be in cuffs. Yeah, I got my arms out. Bitch, you ain't even know that. I'll pop you in your motherfucking bored ass, clan ass nigga. You thought my shit was out this whole time. I said pop all of y'all in your motherfucking faces.
So you want a felony charge, huh?
I'm looking at you, okay?
My big home. When I got off the car, he was being aggressive.
Okay, look.
This skinhead ass nigga, he was being aggressive.
Okay.
You were racist.
Look, I need you. No, stop. Please. Okay, please.
Thank you.
Stop.
Thank you. Who is pulling my
Stop.
skirt
Please
down?
stop.
Thank
Please
you.
stop. Please stop. You know, I'm your brother, okay? I've had you all these years. Please stop. Just please stop, okay? Please stop. I got you. Okay. I know. Okay. Please just stop. Please, okay? Please. Jasmine, I can't go against them, okay? Please just stop. I will come and get you, okay? Okay, stop. Look at me and stop. I'm talking to you. Stop doing it. Stop. Shut up. Whatever we do after this, stop. We will do it, okay? Stop crying. I got you, okay? What? Y'all taking her? What?
No, that officer's gonna take her.
Okay.
Yeah, she's been arrested.
Just be quiet, please. There's nothing that we can do in this situation.
No, not after she started fighting with that officer. She should have realized that before she started fighting with him.
Okay, stop talking.
I'm just telling you,
okay, look, I'm
she's
actually
being charged with obstruction.
What question?
She's being charged with obstruction. Based on the fact that what she did with that officer.
Okay. Stop talking. I'm listening to you. Stop. Okay, with obstruction. She literally had her arms behind her back, so what did she do to obstruction?
She was fighting with him. He could not even get her other arm into a handcuff until we showed up. So yes, she was fighting with him. Everything's been on video, okay? So she is going to jail for an obstruction charge. Okay. I wasn't here before until I showed up, and you guys were all sitting down here.
Okay, so who was actually here when this happened?
That officer.
Just that one?
Yes.
Just that one?
He was the one who had the other guy detained, and he was fighting with her when we pulled up.
Okay, all right, okay.
When you fight with an officer, you go to jail.
I get it. My sister is just mad.
Okay, I understand. She's mad, she's irritated, she's drunk. Okay, I understand that.
No way that I can just
No.
leave.
We're going both together?
Yeah. They're riding in the same car together, going to the same place together. Hey, other side. Because that guy's in there. But wait until she gets over here before you open the door.
Please run the cameras back first. I'm not going nowhere till they run the cameras back first. Run the cameras back first. Run the cameras back first, because y'all know y'all was there wrong on me. Run the cameras back.
But Cole got somebody else in there. He got the mail in there. Yeah, that boy can't travel together. Are you want to put him in the car?
No, run the cameras back. Come on. Bro, I have an attorney.
No, that's not an option. Running the cameras back.
What are you doing?
Jasmine, stop. Okay, just stop and just go. We will be stop. Okay. I'm not even trying to deal with you. And I was fucking up. Over here. Now. Over here.
Oh, Jesus. This is the reason why she's going to jail. Ooh. That's assault.
I'm finna sue y'all so bad, bro. I'm finna sue y'all so bad, bro. I'm finna sue y'all so bad. Put my shit in the car.
She had one, but now she's going to Fulton County for kicking an officer. What do you want?
Key to the car. I know you're going to it, but can I get the key to the car?
You cannot have the keys to the car.
Can I get my purse?
You guys can get your property out of the car. That's not a problem.
You're taking the key.
Yeah, because it's got to.
I gave you your phone.
It's got to go with the tow truck.
Okay.
That's all.
Can I get my purse?
You can get whatever.
I have no idea where my purse's car is in.
It's in Danny's car.
It's going to be in that car right over there.
It's in Danny's car.
Don't forget a purse,
See how fast?
Tony, no.
Recording for non-necessarily arresting me. You skinhead ass, racist ass motherfucker. You racist as shit.
Jasmine.
You racist as shit. No, this motherfucker racist as shit. This racist ass motherfucker.
Stop.
Yeah, run it up, bitch.
Stop.
Run it up,
Stop.
bitch. Run it up,
Jasmine, stop.
Yeah, you could. You can get your stuff. Go get your stuff.
The operator of the vehicle was charged with reckless endangerment and transported to the Atlanta City Jail. The woman was transported to the hospital for evaluation due to her continued resistance during the arrest, where she remained combative. After being medically cleared, she was released back into police custody and transported to the Fulton County Jail, where she was formally booked on felony obstruction and 2 counts of simple battery against an officer. What do you...
Not affect Medicaid. It already had clarified that it didn't affect Social Security or Medicare, but the Medicaid website portal is experiencing an outage, and the White House press secretary this afternoon was not able to say whether Medicaid would be affected or not. So let's just walk through this, because obviously there's confusion. Is this pause going to affect Medicaid?
It does not affect any service that the government is required to provide. It does not affect any entitlement, does not affect any service to citizens, does not affect any individual benefit, any public assistance program, or anything of that nature.
Okay, so that's
very glad for the chance to explain what's going on here. In fact, I can actually give you some backstory I think you'd find very useful, Jake. So we found after the president had issued a pause on funding to NGOs that were settling illegal immigrants, we found that bureaucrats at HHS were trying to funnel billions more dollars to those resettlement agencies and try to get around the executive order. It became clear that bureaucrats were still trying to funnel unapproved discretionary grants of funds to their pet projects. So OMB, led by Russ Vought, felt it was necessary to protect taxpayer resources to issue clearer guidance establishing for these discretionary grants of funding that are not directed by Congress, that they go through a political approval process at the agency.
So let's get into that, because a number of government-funded organizations, so these are organizations like Meals on Wheels, right? Their job, their mission, it's a private organization. They get grants from the federal government. They feed seniors. Meals on Wheels is currently in the dark. They don't know, does this order affect us? Does this mean we're not going to have any more funding coming in? They feed like 2 million seniors. So I'm just wondering, first of all, why a pause? An investigation, sure, I get that. Auditing, sure. Why a pause? And what about
Jake? Once you spend money, you can't get it back. So, in other words, if you don't put federal programs under review that are wasteful or harmful to taxpayers, and then people hit send, you wouldn't believe the payments we've had to pause over the last few days with bureaucrats trying to funnel money out of the door. Funnel money to the World Health Organization, funnel money to resettlement organizations, funnel money to foreign countries. And so, of course, you have to put a pause on these discretionary grants of funding and have a political review process. In other words, there are people that are accountable to the taxpayer to review. It does not include, the review process does not include any public benefit program. So you mentioned Meals on Wheels. That is a public benefit program. OMB's been clear about this. Jake, we have to get control over this government. You understand this point about NGOs, non-governmental organizations. Joe Biden gave just one NGO responsible for resettling illegal aliens $3 billion, with the B, $3 billion. President Trump, what he said during the swamp, he meant it. And yes, so those kinds of spending programs are going to be put under review.
Okay, I don't think anybody's taking issue with if you find money that is being dispersed in an inappropriate way, halting it. I think what the confusion is this seemed to a lot of groups and a lot of states, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, like a very sweeping order, and there's confusion. I just want to make sure I understand. So anybody out there that provides school lunches, anybody out there?
Yeah, there's zero impact on public benefit programs, full stop, as OMB has made clear. And I want to really drill down on this, Jake, because it's so important. There's 2 million employees in the federal government. Overwhelmingly, the career federal service in this country is far left wing. I don't know that to be a fact.
Well,
I'll give you a great example. We looked at USAID as an example. That's 98% of the workforce either donated to Kamala Harris or another left-wing candidate, just as an example.
Okay, but let me just an entire workforce is having a
whoa. Did you just say that saying someone voted for Kamala Harris is demonizing them?
No.
So according
your suggestion is that there's a bias.
No, but you used the word demonizing. You just said that I'm demonizing somebody by saying they voted for Kamala Harris.
Let's get back on track.
I am on track.
Okay.
Let me stay on track. What I'm saying to you is this: there are 2 million employees in the federal government.
Right.
They're overwhelmingly left of center. The
Again,
American people. I got to finish the sentence.
Okay.
I got to finish the sentence. The American people voted for dramatic change implemented by Donald Trump. So it is essential for him to get control of government, to establish a whole of government process for Donald Trump's political appointees to review discretionary grants of spending for pet projects that are not directed by Congress. In other words, these are pots of money where Congress hasn't said how to spend it or where to spend it. This might be something like saying, I want to build a $500 million fountain in the courtyard of the Department of Commerce. This might be something like saying, I want to fund gender studies in Afghanistan. There has to be political control and review. I can't help it if left-wing media outlets published a fake news story that caused confusion. If you read the OMB guidance memo, it is, well, if you read the OMB guidance memo,
I don't know what
it's as clear as day.
We just talked to Congressman Don Bacon, a Republican, a Trump supporter. We just interviewed him. He said that there was a lot of confusion. He said that the executive order
created by the media, Jake. The OMB guidance memo, if you read it, is as clear as day.
It's pretty
my point is
and confusingly written. Parts of it are about DEI, parts of it are all disbursement. It is.
Yeah, DEI is suspended. That is correct.
Right. No, I'm just saying, like, it's kind of all over the map, and there is confusion, and it's not just liberal media.
Jake, tell me.
Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski said.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. But I'm saying that
I want you to address this.
I will, but I'm saying that a false story was put out that people responded to. It's unfortunate that people put out a false story. That's all I'm saying, Jake.
Okay. Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski said, quote, nobody really knows how long, unquote, this review of these federal funds is going to last. And she said it's, quote, been a big challenge, unquote, to get answers from the Trump administration. So here's an opportunity. How long is this review going to take? And when does the federal funding for these programs resume?
Well, in the original executive order that addressed NGOs, foreign aid, and other grants, that was a 90-day review process, as you know, Jake. But again, more fundamentally, I think we're missing the big point here. Does anyone believe that an unaccountable, career-tenured bureaucrat should be able to approve vast sums of money for the projects that they personally agree with that no accountable employee in the federal government has reviewed?
I'm literally asking about Meals on Wheels. I mean, you know.
We are, but Jake, yes, Jake, you do know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, as the memo says in black and white letters, no financial benefit programs to Americans are affected. No individual assistance programs are affected. It's there in black and white.
Yeah.
We always knew that the media was going to spin up fake stories to try to create controversy, to try to create scandal. I'm not saying you, Jake. I would never say you. I'm not saying you.
We invited you on to clarify, Stephen, and we just
and I'm here.
Right, I know, and I appreciate it. And I want to turn to immigration in 1 second, but I'm just saying, Republican Congressman Don Bacon was hearing from constituents. We have no idea where the constituents were getting their information from, but I will say, last night, when people started noticing this order, people were upset based on the executive order. I was hearing from them directly.
The executive order, Jake, the executive order was issued 7 days ago.
I understand that, but it was going when the word got out.
This is an OMB guidance document.
Right, exactly.
Look,
and when that went out, people got it. And you heard Congressman Don Bacon saying he was worried. Yes. Now he's not, but he was worried that before school programs and after school programs in Nebraska were going to be affected.
I'm sorry.
But you've clarified
the media. I'm sorry that the media has falsely reported on this story.
I don't know what you're talking about in terms of false reports. It's a broadly written executive order, and there's
you're conflating two different things.
Stephen,
an executive order was issued a week ago. There were some bureaucrats in the federal government who tried to push out money, billions of dollars, for wicked and pernicious purposes that had to be frozen. A guidance memo was written. OMB guidance memos are by their nature complicated to read because this involves the federal budget. The choice here is simple. It is very simple, and I want to state it clearly.
Okay.
Either Donald Trump gets political control over this government and ends the waste, abuse, and fraud on the American people, or we let bureaucrats autopilot federal spending. If we hadn't stepped in, then billions more dollars, as an example, would have gone to left-wing NGOs that fund and resettle illegal aliens and are complicit, in many cases, in facilitating child trafficking.
Okay,
so
this
obviously, administration will never, ever apologize for defending the American taxpayer.
Obviously, nobody's in favor of child trafficking. Let's move on to immigration because obviously there's been a lot of action when it comes to going after undocumented migrants, undocumented immigrants in this country. Sources say that ICE has been directed to ramp up arrests to at least 75 per field office per day. If every field office hits that quota or that number, that goal, that would be 1,875 undocumented immigrants arrested every day. Now, the Washington Post reports that President Trump has been disappointed with the numbers so far. I don't know if that's true. You will tell me if it is. What is the priority, though, when it comes to these deportations? Is the initial goal, as we had been told by Trump allies after the election, to go after those first, as a priority, to go after those who have committed violent crimes and are part of violent gangs? Or is it we're just going to go after anybody who is in this country illegally? We're not going to prioritize.
Well, yes, we are going to prioritize. So first of all, the numbers you cited are a floor, not a ceiling, very importantly. They're a floor. The goal is to arrest at least that many, but hopefully many more. And the Department of Justice is going to be closely involved in providing the manpower to help achieve those objectives as laid out in the president's executive order. Yes, ICE is absolutely prioritizing terrorist, public safety threats, and national security threats. It is also true that Joe Biden admitted some unknowably large number of millions of illegal immigrants into this country, all of whom are ineligible for asylum, ineligible for any form of immigration relief, are ineligible to remain in the country. So if you look at public polling on this issue, about 70% of Americans think that everybody that Joe Biden let in should be removed. About 80% of Americans agree that all criminal aliens should be removed. That's the baseline of public opinion support.
So you are going to prioritize the violent criminals, though. That's the thing.
Yes, but we're not going to immunize everybody that Joe Biden let in. I mean, let me ask you a hypothetical, and you can treat it as a rhetorical question, not answer it if you don't want to, Jake.
I appreciate it.
Let's say that an illegal alien arrived in the last 3 months of the Biden administration from, say, Peru. He was released. He failed to appear in immigration court. He was issued a final removal order. So showed up, got released, didn't appear, ordered deported. Been here for 6 months. Is it your position, Jake, that guy should get to stay till the end of his life? I mean, what kind of country can run that way?
Okay.
I mean, no country in the world runs that way.
So let me ask you, President Trump has left the door open to invoking the Insurrection Act, which would allow him to use military forces, U.S. military forces, inside the United States for law enforcement. What would that look like? Are we going to see U.S. troops in American cities arresting undocumented immigrants? Tell us what this is about.
So the Insurrection Act in this context mostly applies to considerations related to the border and the cartel threat. So we've already seen 2 shooting incidences in the last 2 days of suspected cartel violence against Border Patrol agents. President Trump's clampdown and closure of the southern border has disrupted the flow of funds to the most ruthless and dangerous organizations on planet Earth, like the Sinaloa cartel, like the Mexican mafia. These are organizations that are being designated as foreign terrorist organizations, and the president has set the national objective of eradicating their physical presence on U.S. soil. So you should understand considerations about in the Insurrection Act in that context.
So
with respect to interior enforcement,
yes,
that's where a program known as 287G comes into play that you're probably familiar with. And that's where we're going to be enrolling state police, local sheriffs, and law enforcement across the nation into federal immigration programs. And that's how we're going to significantly increase the arrest numbers.
But is the Insurrection Act going to possibly be used to use the U.S. military to go after undocumented immigrants in American cities and American towns? Is the door open for that?
Right now, the Insurrection Act, which is still being considered based on operational needs on the southern border, so no decision has been made, is specifically in the context of countering that cartel threat. In the interior, it's going to be about enrolling state and local law enforcement to massively increase the supply of guns and badges to conduct these immigration raids.
All right, so you're not ruling it out, but that's not the plan right now. Let me ask you a question about, because one of the reasons that President Trump got elected, according to President Trump in an interview, I think it was with Kristen Welker of NBC, was because of grocery prices. Not the only reason, but a reason, high prices, inflation, especially at the grocery. The Department of Agriculture says that between 2020 and 2022, 42% of crop workers were undocumented immigrants. And in many cases, as you know, these migrants do jobs many Americans do not want to do. So how does President Trump make sure that the effort to deport people who are not in this country legally doesn't end up hurting Americans who want safe borders, absolutely, but also don't want to see even more higher prices in groceries?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's not your position, Jake, you're just asking the question, that we should supply America's food with exploitative illegal alien labor. I obviously don't think that's what you're implying. Only 1% of alien workers in the entire country work in agriculture. The top destination for illegal aliens are large cities like New York, like Los Angeles, and small industrial towns, of course, all across the heartland, as we've seen with the Biden floods. None of those illegal aliens are doing farm work. Those 30,000 illegal aliens that Joe Biden dumped into Springfield.
I'm talking about the ones that are.
But I'm explaining this. It's important to understand.
No, you're kind of changing the subject. I mean, I'm talking about the ones.
I will give me 30 minutes. I'll go as deep as you want to this. I'm explaining to you and your audience.
I don't have I'm talking about the ones that work in the agriculture industry.
I'm explaining to you and your audience.
Talk about the ones in the cities. I swear.
I'll do the whole answer. The illegal aliens that Joe Biden brought into our country are not full stop doing farm work. They are not. The illegal aliens he brought in from Venezuela, from Haiti, from Nicaragua, they are not doing farm work. They're in our cities collecting welfare. As for the farmers, there is a guest worker program that President Trump supports. Over time as well, we will transition into automation, so we'll never have to have this conversation ever again. But there's no universe in which this nation is going to allow the previous president to flood our nation with millions and millions of illegal aliens who just get to stay here. And we are especially not going to allow a subset of those illegal aliens to rape and murder our citizens. So we are going to unapologetically enforce our immigration laws. And as I'm sure you will celebrate, we are going to unleash the power and might of the U.S. government to eradicate the presence of transnational threats on our soil.